Hey guys, welcome to another Double Tap on YouTube. I am Stephen Scott.
And I am Shaun Preece. Hello.
Oh, Shaun, I'm so excited today. I'm so excited. My favourite technology is coming back.
Oh, now this is interesting. Comment below. What is Stephen's favourite technology? Go on then. What is it?
Well, look, after the resurgence of vinyl, everyone's buying record players, and I was like, you know what? I can't really be bothered with the whole vinyl thing. I did get a record player, and I did get, I think the only new album I got in vinyl was Adele's album, the latest one, and I listened to that, and I thought, this is okay, but it sounded so much better on Tidal and on Apple Music. I thought, I'll just listen to it there. And obviously, you got to get the record out. You got to line it up. You got to get the little needly thing. You got to put it on and then and all that. And then you broke the record. Forget it. Just forget it.
That's the joy of it. That's what vinyl lovers.
Joy in it.
Okay, right, fine. Yes, I agree. It's terrible. Yes.
Well, that was easy. I wish all my arguments ended like that. But okay, so here's the one that has kind of got my attention. There's a company called Fio, F-I-I-O. That's how you spell the name of the company. I've probably got that wrong, but let's just say it's Fio. And they've brought out, and they've been making these kind of like iPod-like MP3 players for a long time. So, those kind with the little click wheels, or perhaps maybe its own kind of OS. I think some of them even run Android on there.
Yeah.
Some of them, the cheaper ones, not the most accessible. I had to send one back. I bought it on Amazon, and it wasn't particularly accessible. I managed to get it to talk, but it was just so sluggish. The processor inside just wasn't very good. So that kind of put me off it. But, there are higher-end versions of them, and of course you get a lot of high-res options as well, so you get really high-quality audio out of them. But they've decided to come out with something new, bring back CD technology. They are bringing the Sony Discman back to life.
The Sony Discman, you say?
No, the Sony Discman back to life. That's how I see it. Like Fio, which is probably wrong, so is Sony.
Okay, the Discman. Now, I hate the fact that I've got to say this, but there may be people watching and listening that actually don't know what a Discman is. Oh, wow, I'm old.
I feel we have to even explain what CDs are at this point. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting to that age where I feel like I need to explain this. I had to explain what a video was to someone the other day. I was like, have you had a VHS? And they're like, no idea. Completely lost on them.
Oh, no.
Oh, Betamax was the better of the two, though. That's the point, right? Betamax should have won.
Yes, but it didn't, Steve. Let it go. Let it go. That's 40 years ago.
I've still got Scent of a Woman, the Al Pacino movie, on Betamax. Yeah. I'll watch it one day. When it comes back round and Betamax videos are on sale again, I'll be buying that.
About a blind man. Wow. I mean, live outside of your bubble, Stephen Scott.
Oh, no, I'm keeping it in the family, right? That's what it's all about.
He's not really blind. Yeah.
But anyway, so CD player is back from Fio, and they're bringing it into the 21st century, right? So we're talking here portable CD players. And for people who don't remember the Discman, that's exactly what it was. Think back to the Walkman. Of course, if you don't know what the Discman is, you won't have a clue what a Walkman is. But, ultimately, this was a portable cassette player. Then, of course, it became the portable CD player. So you could take it with you on the bus. You could go with your friends out on the town. You could sit around listening to your music via one single pair of headphones you had to share. It wasn't a bit... When you actually think about it, it was pretty pathetic.
And the 14 songs that you could take with you on a CD.
That's right.
Yes, unless you carried the CD collection around with you. And
I used to go trips, and I'd have like 6 or 7 CDs in my bag that would take up so much room. And then the Discman, and of course then you had the batteries. You had to 8 different batteries as well, because you didn't know if the batteries would even last the length of time to listen through one CD.
And there was a big problem with them as well, and that was jumping. You had to keep them pretty still. Yep. And when you're walking around with one, they would skip and jump a lot. Now, that did get better in later versions, but by that time, we were moving on to MP3s.
Yeah, they had anti-shock technology and whatever it was.
That's right, yeah.
Which basically meant you couldn't shout at it and go, boo, and it wouldn't, skip a song.
That's not true.
That's exactly how it works.
Just in case the lawyers are watching, that's not true. We're not saying
They're not watching, trust me, they've moved on. But look, I thought it was quite interesting because, this type of technology I thought was long gone. And I wouldn't say I was looking for a CD player, but I do have a lot of old CDs. And I thought it would be cool to listen to them again. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to level with you here. No. Yeah, I'm going to level with you on this.
Okay.
I have got access to Amazon Music. I've got access to Apple Music. I think even in my YouTube Premium, I now get YouTube Music. and I hardly use any of them. And when I do use them, I feel like I listen to the same 7 songs over and over again. I very rarely ever dive into or delve into the world of music that's out there. I just listen to the same songs over and over again because, and you know, albums. It's like I remember certain albums and certain orders of tracks.
Yes.
And
it's nostalgia. That's what we're talking about here. What do you mean you don't listen? You listen to the same. Is that going to change on CD? If you get this, are you going to go out and buy all the latest, I don't know, Carly B or whoever? I don't know any new music.
Carly Simon, probably, in my case.
On CD. No, of course not. You're going to go back and put on your greatest hits of country and western that you love so much.
But that's the point.
But look, classics.
This is the point for me, right? I mean, and actually there is data on this, that, you know, despite all the music that's available across all these different platforms, most people tend to go to the same 10 or 12 songs and just listen to them on repeat. That's why these radio stations that play the hits are so popular. You know, you think, well, why would a radio station that plays pretty much 500 songs on repeat is, you know, so popular? But that's why, because people love the familiarity of it. So in some ways, we don't need all these thousands upon thousands of songs available to us at any given moment in time. You know, it's funny because I think back and I remember going into a store, and I must have been early teens at this point, and I was looking for a particular song. The song I was looking for was Whitney Houston, One Moment in Time.
Give me... Stop it.
No, you can't do that one here.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll get a strike. Maybe we should actually keep singing. So I wanted this song, and I said to my friend at the time, wouldn't it be great if you could pick the songs off all the albums that you like and make one album, make one CD? Like, imagine going into the store and saying, I want this song, I want this song, I want this song, and it spat out a CD with all those songs on it for you. Wouldn't that be cool? That's how old I am, kids. The idea of a playlist didn't exist.
Well, we did have mixtapes. Let's not forget we recorded songs off the radio and made our own.
That's true. Yes, we did that. And that was good fun as well. But again, you know, and the other thing, of course, there was when you were recording it off the radio, you had to make sure and stop it just before the DJ spoke. That was always the trick.
Riding those buttons on the top, play and record, and then the stop. It's a skill, sir.
Days.
Again, nostalgia.
That's how we wasted our time before Facebook Watch.
Look, I want to say this is a terrible, terrible thing. I do. Because there is a reason that technology, you know, it changes. We get new technology because it's better. And it just is better. No. It's better. More songs. You could argue about the quality, CD quality or whatever.
Terrible quality. Tidal is about the only decent one, and I know they're all moving to. I know Apple Music's moving to higher quality. I know Spotify are talking.
No one cares
about a new high-res version, luxury version, whatever it is.
I'll say it one more time. Nobody cares as long as it's
listenable.
You don't
care, Shaun Preece.
All right, the vast majority of people don't care unless you're listening to it through a
Stop
pair
generalising it to justify your point. Stop saying the walls behind you on this.
Unless you're listening to it on incredibly high-end speakers, nobody really cares or could tell a difference. So I want to say I'm not interested. This is just purely for nostalgia. And for those of us that do have our old CD collection, which, by the way, I haven't looked at in about 20 years. It's absolutely fine. You know, you rip them to MP3 on your computer when we all had CD drives, but we don't anymore. Look, that's not the point. My mind has changed on this device, Stephen Scott. Because...
Hang on. Breaking news. Yes, I'm stunned.
Okay, purely because of recent developments where we're buying all this stuff digitally, right? Our music, our movies, our software, even our games now. You don't get cartridges anymore or games on discs, although you can do, but lots of the time we're just buying it. It's a digital thing. Oh, okay, calm down. I used to go and get my SNES cartridges. Anyway, we don't actually own the physical object anymore. And I was okay with that. I was fine with that. But what we've recently seen is companies taking that away. And when you read the T's and C's on a lot of these services, you don't ever own it. It's not ownership that you're buying. It's almost like you're leasing this, and they can take it away from you. We've seen it with movies. We've seen it recently. Redbox, a company, have done the same thing, where if you've bought your movies, well, now they've gone. That's it.
Yep.
Gone. And you've got no comeback, no refund. It's just gone. They've took it away. And there is a danger to that, and we've seen it over the years. So actually, the benefit and the value of owning a physical object, such as a CD, such as vinyl, such as a DVD,
Fight the power.
Blu-ray,
Fight the power.
it's absolutely true. Either that, or we need to really get legislation behind owning something in a digital form. So, you know what? I'm all for it. I want my top-loading VHS recorder back. I want my DVD player. And I want my Discman, in this case, the Fio. What is it called? What's the full name?
So it's the Fio CD player.
Sorry.
With a better name. I don't know. But look, here's the thing. This is a cool thing. So they've brought this out. It is available in multiple colors. That's really important. But it is portable, right? So we're talking, think of, I often think actually of those CD trays or CD drives you would buy on Amazon, the ones you get nowadays, which are the ones you connect to your computer to rip CDs. That's square design. The Discmans of old were actually round.
Yes.
To the most part, but these ones are square. So you have this little block which you can pop the CD into and you can listen to your music on. Now the good thing with this one is you can connect it to an existing hi-fi system if you have one. I was even thinking if you've got something like a Sonos Play 5, for example, that has got a 3.5mm jack in the back that is an input. You could actually connect this up to that as well. So you'd be able to listen to your CDs via Sonos. I mean, that is really taking it retro to the latest, right?
Yes.
And that's a cool way to do it. Of course, it's got Bluetooth. So if you had a Bluetooth speaker, you can connect that up and listen to your CDs that way, or listen on your headphones and take it with you wherever you go. They've also worked very hard on making this anti-shock technology work better. We'll see what that is really like because, CDs they're laser driven, right? So, you're shaking this thing around. That laser's going to move. How good that can be. It's all about the delay. It's about the delay this thing can build up to be able to get the laser back on track so it can keep the song on track. That's the whole point of the whole delay and the error correction and the anti-shock technology. Yeah. I would hope so.
It's as we're so used to with YouTube, it's all about the buffering. It'll read some information, store it in a solid state memory there, so it doesn't matter if there's a skip, it can compensate. So that shouldn't be an issue now. So when you're roller skating down the street, Stephen, with this on your hip and your leg warmers on, and what are those things you used to put on your head? DD boppers or whatever it was.
That's right.
Listening to Fame, it's going to be skip-free. It'll be perfect.
I'll be skipping, the music won't. There you go, Fio, you can use that. But look, I think this would be such a cool little thing, and it's $179 US when it comes out. I think I'm going to buy one of these. I am genuinely excited about this product. I think I'm going to tell my wife this is what I want for Christmas this year. This is my present. And that's if I can wait that long. I'll probably just buy it for myself.
Yes. Actually, look, this is a cool thing. It's a technology. Yes, it's retro technology, but it's been given the modern makeover. Bluetooth and things like that. I think this is cool. If you do have a collection of CDs, why wouldn't you get this? It's cool.
Absolutely. Tell us your thoughts. Are we all crazy here? Should we be even thinking about this? Should we be moving on and just getting a Tidal subscription? You tell us. Will I even use it if I buy it? That's another question, right? You can tell me what you think. Feedback at doubletaponair.com is our email address. You can comment below as well if you'd like to. Or you can leave us a voicemail on our listener line, 1-877-803-4567. We're across social media, and you'll find us at doubletaponair.com. Until next time, Shaun Preece, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.